Also looking into a robbery at a South Omaha convenience store. Officers were called to 24th and I just before 8 last night. An employee told them a man walked into the store, showed a gun, and demanded cash. He got away with an undetermined amount of money and then ran off. If you know anything about either of these incidents, give Omaha Crime Stoppers a call. You can remain anonymous.